Creative interview shots. If you enjoy getting creative B-roll or showing your audience the world in a way they've never seen before, you'll like this video. It's how to do that exclusively with your interview shots. When you watch a lot of my work, you'll notice that I change the interview shot every once in a while. When I'm in the field, I'll start off on a medium shot, and after I get 2 or 3 usable sound bites, I'll zoom in for a closer shot. Sometimes I'll move farther back for an extra wide shot. I'll try to do this with intention, meaning zoom in for a subjective or emotional question, and back away to the wide shot for a more general question, and also do this if there's plenty to visually see. If I'm in a place that's boring, I'll stick with the medium shot because it's cropping out a lot of what's boring. The whole purpose for this lesson is to show you how to take it a step further by getting super wide interview shots and doing them through windows when you're outside and your subject is inside. I came up with this method after some photographer mentors of mine were showing their work at workshops, and I desperately wanted to get the same shots they were. The problem is that I'm a one-person band, and they get to work with a reporter as a 2-person team all day. Take this interview I shot at a coffee shop, for example. The reporter would be inside asking questions, and the photographer would be outside filming and can hear everything because he or she's wearing headphones, and of course, the person talking has a wireless lav on. So I thought to myself, I wish I could do things like this, and I could do it if I only had walkie-talkies, like kids do. And then I thought to myself, well, wait a minute. In a way I do. I have my personal smartphone, and then the smartphone issued to me by my station. So, during all of the shots that you're going to see, I did a main interview with all of the people, your regular run-of-the-mill, medium, and wide. Then, as I had gotten what I needed, I would look at the person and say, hey, I get really nerdy about some of this stuff. I want to try something. May work, may not work. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you my personal iPhone. I'm going to go outside with the camera, set up a shot. I'm going to call you from my work phone, my BlackBerry. When I do, pick up, put the iPhone on speaker, and I'm just going to ask you questions. And every time, it's worked. And here again is the gentleman from the coffee shop.
Pretty cool to watch whenever, Gerald is back there firing up the machine and looking like the mad scientist, working on his product.
Awesome. Anything else you want to add?
No, it's just a great place. It's a great atmosphere. Again, there's no competition in the area. It's much better than a national chain because of, like I said, you get an Americano, it tastes like an Americano.
It's just that simple. It's just that important.
It's that important. It's a good product. In addition, their whole concept behind making a better product and giving feedback to the growers and keeping that, so that your product stays good and your grower can provide a better product, and in turn it improves his life as well. That's a great concept.
And here is a woman I interviewed inside at that same place while I stood on the other end of the coffee shop.
What do you think makes these guys different than everybody else?
Well, exploring Fort Worth, I'm a freshman at TCU, and I've been looking around, and there's no coffee shops in Fort Worth. And so I've been so excited to find something that's local and something different, not just like a Starbucks or anything like that. So I just like the uniqueness and how different it is than just, like I said, like a Starbucks or a chain coffee shop.
How is it unique?
It's just, everyone, there's different tables and different kind of seating. You can sit on the couches, or you got chairs, or there's a little bar over there that you can sit at. And
here's one from when I covered a bakery.
Everything you've done this morning has been thinking about tomorrow.
Oh, exactly. For me, especially now, these are all the breads I'm doing this morning, but then at 11 o'clock, I start all of my breads I start 2 breads for the next day, which they actually started them yesterday.
Here's one more from another bakery that almost didn't make it in because of the glare.
Is it morning till the customers come, in your mind?
That's actually a really good question. I think it becomes morning when the sun rises, and it's still kind of the day before for me, as long as it's dark out.
But the gentleman talks about the sun, which makes the soundbite usable. In fact, it's the only thing that could make that shot usable.
Oh yes, this time of the day, the sun comes through the windows, just kind of glistens across the product, and you can just see that nice glaze that all the product has from the caramelization on top. And it's just a beautiful time of the day to look at the case with all the product in it. It's got to be a wonderful time of the day to walk in as a customer.
I'm sorry?
It's got to be a wonderful time of the day to walk in as a customer.
I'll bet.
Shooting through windows is best when it's overcast, meaning clouds are covering the sun, diffusing them. There will be times where you can get away with it if you're shooting in the opposite direction of the sun during a sunrise or sunset. But it isn't perfect, as you see here. So this is all something to try, and when you do, please send me examples. They would be great to see. And as always, especially with this video and its technical skill, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'll see you in the next video.